Welcome to another match day. I'm Nathan, the photographer and graphic designer for non-league side Faversham Town, and today we're at home to deal. During the warm-up I took some shots of the bench. I thought this might be useful for future graphics, something a bit abstract. I said last week about how important these photos are for my graphics, but equally as important, and I think a little bit underrated actually, is when the players are lined up like this. I think this is quite a useful photograph for graphics and just in general sport photography. I think it gives a nice layer, the different heights of the players, and into the game. Now it's not quite as dark in person as it was on the GoPro here. But saying that, I'm still getting used to the home ground and where best to position myself. I think there's definitely some dark spots in the ground and something I need to get familiar with, especially now it's going to start to get darker very quickly. So for the first half I'm on around 2500 ISO and I probably creep up to 4000, 5000 by the end of the first half. It starts to get dark really quick in this game. Fortunately for me, a lot of the action is in the first half, so I have the better light, and you're about to see some cracking goals, I'll tell you what. Not sure about that one, I don't know if that's offside. Let me know what you think in the comments. From where I was sat, I'm not sure it was. Very lucky, like I said, that a lot of the action was in the first half and actually down this right hand side for Faversham. So a lot of the players are running at me for most of this first half. Really nice header here, but another limitation of my 70 to 200. I'm gagging for that 400mm, hopefully soon. I'm not sure the GoPro really does justice that finish. It is ridiculous. And the goals kept coming, and I was quite lucky that the player decided to run across. I got some nice photos of him running over to celebrate. You might be able to see on that goal the flashing behind me, that's the scoreboard, so I have to think whether that affected my photos. I don't think it did, but it could possibly if it was a bit darker. And definitely the goal of the game for me. What a finish, and got some lovely photos of the celebration. Now onto the second half. I had a bit of GoPro issues, so there's not a lot of footage, but I was probably shooting at about 10,000 ISO for a lot of the second half, and actually you can't really tell, it's not that noisy. I did a lot of post work and added some grain back, so it's a bit more subtle. But a lot of these photos you can't really tell. The colour temperatures are maybe a little bit off, where I've upped the shadows. And that's the game. It finished Faversham Town 4, Deal Town 2. It was a really enjoyable game with some pretty decent photos. If you want to see the full set, you can check them out on my Instagram. And some cracking goals, I must say. And now onto the FA Cup on Saturday. So I'll see you then.